All right, I want to cut across to Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson BJP, because Mr. Yadav, this is exactly what possibly the BJP would be hoping, that this alliance in the state of West Bengal doesn't come together, because you just heard the math from Mr. Amitabh Tiwari that 6 to 7 seats last time you could have lost if there was an alliance where the Congress and the TMC came into play.
No, Preeti, I don't think that in politics always 1 plus 1 is 11. Rather, it's not even 2 in politics. We have seen in such alliances with BSP and SP. Voters generally don't come together, and especially when, the fight between the political parties and their ideology is so big that today it is not about seat sharing for these two parties. Listen to what Adhiranjan Choudhury is saying. He's saying that Mamata Banerjee is an opportunist. He has come out and lashed on her like anything. He has accused her of so many things. When the political leaderships are accusing each other of such things, rather I should say exposing each other for such things, people are not fooled that if tomorrow, even if they come down to a settlement and they come together just for the sake of their politics, that people will also come together and vote for them. People
are very able Rahul Gandhi who totally countered what an Adhiranjan Choudhury said today. Rahul Gandhi, Siddharth Yadav this afternoon came out and said that nothing's wrong, they're very close. One odd person says something, don't believe in them.
Preeti, is Rahul Gandhi the solution to this? Or were the reports earlier when Rahul Gandhi was himself the problem, when the relations between TMC and Congress were widening, was because Rahul Gandhi was given to handle the situation? It was fine between Sonia Gandhi and TMC. So if Rahul Gandhi comes out and says everything's fine, I don't believe him. And nobody does. No person of West Bengal, no citizen of this country is believing him, because he himself is the problem in the entire alliance and in the Congress party itself. But my point is, when parties, when their leaders, when ideologies, they fight with each other, but they come and sit down on one table and they tell us that we are going to come together for, save the constitution and do this to the country and do that. People are not fools. Everybody is looking at you. Nobody is going to vote for you just for your political gains. People know that you are coming down to settlements so that you want to do your math, you feel that you can increase your seats, you feel that it's going to be good for your political survival, and there's nothing for the country. Otherwise, how can two leaders come together and say, she's an opportunist, she is corrupt, she is bringing autocracy in West Bengal, but we'll come together and say, this is what the entire cadre is doing.
All right.
So I feel the people are going to make a very informed decision, and that decision is going to be rejecting these parties and nothing else.
All right. Dr. Shantanu said, the BJP spokesperson says he doesn't believe Rahul Gandhi, but the question is not the BJP believing, but does the TMC believe Rahul Gandhi when he says today that all is well, seat sharing is taking place swiftly, and one person might say anything from our camp, somebody else from your camp, don't look at that. Do you believe that Mr. Rahul Gandhi means well and it's going to happen sooner or later?
With all humility, I would like to correct my BJP representative that now the country needs a change. So whether there is any small friction between two regional parties in a particular state, that hardly matters so far the unity of India alliance is concerned. Because people want to get rid of this fascist government, because the entire country is burning. People, they are not getting food, they are not getting work, they are not getting their shelters, and entire country is in distress. So the people of the country want to be a distress-free and free and fair environment to live in. That's why these small issues that will hardly make any difference so far the result of India alliance is concerned. So my dear BJP spokesperson, you need not be so cheerful seeing these small issues. You better try to oil your own machine. India alliance will fight together for the greater interest of the country.
But Mr. Sen, the sad part is for you that their machine is very well oiled already. Mr. Jha, I know you want to come in, but let Mr. Yadav make a 10-second interjection and I'll come right after that. Yeah, Mr. Yadav, you wanted to come in. Go ahead.
I'll just take 10 seconds, a quick rebuttal. My friend, while said that I should not get cheerful, but he said issues between two regional parties will get solved for the country. Sir, Congress is not a regional party. I know your anger towards Congress is that they are insignificant in Bengal. They want nothing. But as you said, People want change. People want change from you, from your autocratic rule. People want that Bengal should now finally be in safer hands where Bengal can progress, and not in hands like Mamata Banerjee, who's trying to push it down. So please don't treat Congress like a regional party, sir. At least as far as I know, till today they are.
You know, this is a very strange debate, because at one end you had Mr. Sen, who's taking on the Congress and then taking on the BJP and defending the Congress. Tough job, Mr. Sen. But Mr. Jha, I'm going to bring you in on this, was somebody who was with the Congress earlier. And the question is, and I'm sorry to once again come down to, you know, using Congress again, the problem seems to lie with the Congress, Mr. Jha. You have a TMC which is very clear, come down on seat sharing, make up your mind, the objective is to defeat the BJP. You have the likes, Adhiranjan Choudhury is not a small leader. He's not some Zilla Pramukh who says one thing the other day and something the next. You know, there needs to be a complete order that needs to be set in. And if it doesn't happen now, then it's not going to happen, Mr. Jha.
Well, Preeti, let me tell you, I think Dr. Sen has punctured the highly premature delight on the face of the BJP spokesperson, who, by the way, I need to tell him that when Congress and AAP have come together for the Chandigarh mayoral poll, you saw what they did, right? They got so scared of losing that they actually found some loophole to try and postpone it. You see, the truth is in the first past the post system, Preeti, we all know the arithmetic. When the opposition gets together, the BJP actually has no chance. I agree with him to some extent that votes don't transfer 100%, but there is a significant impact at the ground level. And I think the BJP is worried because the truth is that much as they may try and bring religion into politics, at the ground level, there is a lot of anger, frustration, and I think people do want change. I think Dr. Sen is absolutely right. Therefore, my simple point is this. You know, Amitabh mentioned that it's a short-term arrangement. Yes, it is a short-term arrangement because in politics, you got to look at your short-term goal. And the goal for the India alliance is to stop the BJP from returning for the third time. Because we all know the danger to India's republic and to our constitutional democracy. You look at this party, they are so aggressive, violent, majoritarian, and they have no respect, by the way, for the institutions that actually make democracies function. So I do believe that the TMC and the Congress will fix it. And Rahul Gandhi is a senior leader. And I'm being honest with you. Adhir has seemed very frequently and spasmodically, he flies off the handle. And the Congress needs to tell him to actually take a deep breath.
Well, you know, he's not something as small, no? In the Lok Sabha, he does lead the Congress. But having said that, I know. I want to go back to Amitabh Tiwari because, you know, also, Mr. Jha, the question is not so much the opposition coming in together and getting the arithmetic right. A lot happens where chemistry is concerned in Indian politics. And right now, whether you deny it or not, the chemistry lies with the Bharatiya Janata Party. But Amitabh Tiwari, to bring you in on this, on a larger context, with what is going on in West Bengal, really quite far away from reaching any agreement with the state where seat sharing is concerned, the neighbor Bihar is also causing enough of a hiccup.
See, essentially, what is in the right side of the brain of Nitish Kumar, even the left side of the brain doesn't know. So it is very difficult as to what Nitish Kumar will be doing. It is very, very difficult to predict. That's number one. Number two, JDU won 16 seats in 2019. Out of the 17 it got. On 8 seats, it defeated RJD candidate. So who has a claim on these seats? Of course, both parties will now try to have a claim. By principle of natural justice, JDU should get those seats. Then what does RJD do? So all these dynamics are there, which are causing delay in seat sharing. However, I would say if Nitish stays, if it decides to stay within the Mahagathbandhan of Congress, that alliance is the only alliance which has actually defeated BJP and has proved that it can transfer votes to one another. So the leakages of votes were very minimal in 2015 when JDU and RJD were together. However, it's a bigger alliance. It has left parties. It has one or two other smaller parties. And that is what is complicating the seat sharing arrangement, because nobody wants to give away a ticket on which you have a sitting MP. And JDU currently has 16, whereas RJD has 0 and Congress has just 1.
Well, you're right there, Mr. Tiwari.